Kenny Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's Carson. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, Carson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Complete to DK.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. Catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Check 99. Check 99. Check 37. Check 37. Kill.
They run it with Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off. The ball comes out.
Wilson on the keeper. A fumble on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
To throw is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Saints 0. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
On the ground, this is Kamara.
1st down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
46-yard line. A gain of 9.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
For New Orleans.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Breeze now to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
1 yard.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf.
And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact,
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
This is Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
At the Saints' 15-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
32 yards now.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
To kick off for Seattle.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 on the Seahawks' 47-yard line.
Breeze now. Left side here to Sanders. And I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to